Hey, what's up guys? It's SirTagCR and today we're back again with the best Firecracker cycle deck in Clash Royale. You have such a fast cycle with the heal spirit, skeletons, and logs, so if your opponent doesn't have arrows for your Firecracker, you're gonna stack way too many and they'll probably just rage quit. After you defend with Prince or Firecracker, you can always drop Royal Hogs in front of it and try to get a lot of damage that way. If your opponent is going to be running Graveyard, typically Firecracker is terrible. Obviously, Prince doesn't do splash damage, so you need to have Poison. That's why we have Poison in this deck opposed to having Fireball. This new meta cycle deck is one of my favorite decks to play right now because it's just got such great offensive counter push potential after you defend with just a couple units. Obviously, when you drop the heal spirit and you heal up your Royal Hogs, it is just incredibly fun as well. So let's go jump straight into some games and assert some dominance. And a huge shout out to all of you guys that are supporting me with creator code SirTag in any Supercell game. All money made from creator code SirTag goes directly back into improving the channel's setup and editing. So thank you guys for supporting me and allowing me to upload on a consistent basis while taking full-time college courses. All right, we got a game against someone from a brutal clan, so let's annihilate him. Make this match absolutely brutal. Make him livid and seething as soon as he sees the Firecracker spam. Okay, so I'm going to go for Firecracker and Prince, just because I think you got Golem, and I think you're just not going to defend the Firecracker if I don't do anything. So I need to do this. You're going to activate King Tower. You're a good player later in a grand challenge. That is to be expected, my dude. But I'm not too scared. We've got Royal Hogs, so if you activate King Tower, it still doesn't matter that much. I'm going to go in for Royal Hogs here so then we can keep the Firecracker alive. Part 2, he's going to Barb Barrel, but he doesn't kill the Firecracker, so he has to Tornado. And yeah, that's going to be a lot of damage for us. That's going to be at least a couple hits. We take that, man. I could Firecracker again for more chip damage on top of the Barbarian with the Walmart Magic Archer, but we're not doing that, man. We're not doing that. We're not that frisky. Yet, at least. Yet. So, you go for a Prince. Do we want to do it? Ooh. I kind of want a Skeleton Dragon Poison. So, we get a 216 damage on the tower, plus the Firecracker just kills it in one hit now. So, we'll see if he Barb Barrels or drops anything on top. Looks like he's about it. All right, he's going to go in for a Golem. So he's got Golem Lightning most likely. So what do I want to do? I'd rather go for a Prince and then just defend. If we can defend this successfully with an Inferno Tower and a Prince, I don't think we're going to have any issues. I just need to get back to a Poison so we can poison the Night Witch bats that are about to swarm us. The aggressive Ice Wizard. Have you guys ever seen it before? Well, you're seeing it now. Notice my placement of the Inferno Tower, by the way. It's so important to drop it really far away from your units. We want to go for a Poison, as I said before, because we want to be able to destroy the Night Witch inside of it. If we can go and kill the Night Witch right now inside the Poison, then it pops. He's not going to get any damage. So he tried to get through with an aggressive Ice Wizard and slow down our Inferno Tower. He's like, wait, Ice definitely counters fire, right? He learned this from Pokemon, guys. He's got it all mixed up. He's got it all mixed up. I don't understand. You should know, man. You're not cultured. If you actually haven't played Pokemon and you don't know that fire counters ice, I don't know what to tell you, man. My disappointment is quite immeasurable in you then. So we can go for Royal Hogs here, and usually I don't do this, but the reason why is if we're able to Poison and we're able to log and kill the Night Witch within the Poison, then the Prince is just going to be able to destroy the Golem, and then the Ice Wizard doesn't give him counter push. So ultimately, we're still in a great spot. And then I don't even want to spend any extra elixir. I'd rather just go in for a heal spirit, use our Firecracker. Okay, you're going to make me poison now, dude. That one little play on your end made me poison. Just because the Skeleton Dragon. That's unbelievable how strong the card that is. Anyway, we're still in a decent spot. Not as good as we were in. What are you doing going in for a Tornado? You don't have Tornado anymore for the Royal Hogs. Are you insane? Are you out of your mind? You need Tornado on defense, my dude. You're crazy. So we can go for a Poison here, hit all of the Skeleton Dragons. The Prince even gets a hit, and we win the game. I don't understand why he went in for that Tornado, but that was definitely a brutal ending. Just like his clan predicted, it all came to fruition. His wildest imagination was firmly rooted in reality at the end, and he's probably very upset. All right, so looking at our hand, we've only got the Skeletons to cycle underneath the rainbow. Still going to be a happy hand for me. Obviously, we're going to be having those leprechaun skeletons with their pot of gold, with their golden skins. And he's going to have Dark Prince at Barb Barrel. So, Graveyard or Golem, one or the other, right? Right, sir? So if we log this and get some chip damage and obliterate the Dark Prince's shield, that'd be ideal. Since it's Graveyard, I am so happy that we actually have Poison. If you guys don't have Poison and you have Firecracker, your opponent goes in for a Graveyard. It is brutal. Your mental will be crippled, your towers will be dilapidated, and you won't have a phone anymore because you'll be smashing it. So fortunately for us, we've got our poison. We will not have that rude awakening of having Fireball in our deck and absolutely no answers. So we'll see what we can accomplish here. This guy's going to have Dark Prince. He's going to have the standard Skeleton Dragon, Musketeer, Dark Prince, Goblin Cage deck most likely. That's what I've been seeing 24/7, 365 in the meta. And I'm sure you guys have too. So Prince is going to be bouncing on through. This guy's going to go in for a Cage, and he's going to go for Skeletons. So what I can do is I can go for Royal Hogs in the right because the Cage Brawler is going to die most likely. Ooh, do we want to do that anymore? I'd rather go for Heal Spirit so we can go pull. Go for Royal Hogs to go and pull the Cage Brawler back. And I think we want to go opposite lane now. I don't think we want to go same lane anymore. We did get a lot of damage, though. It's hard to say, guys. I'm having this ambivalent thought process, and I can't decide what I want to do. What are you going to do, dude? Okay, you're going to give us poison value. Now I can't switch.
Great value. Now, both of these jugs are great value.
If you want to give me that, the Prince is going to be able to penetrate through whatever you drop, and the Skeleton Dragons are both going to die. I think that you're going to have to go in for like another 6 elixir. Well, you dropped 5. I was slightly off, guys. All right, we don't have poison, so what I have to do here is I need to stop that from crossing or doing any damage. So we're going to go for a Heal Spirit. We're going to go in for Skeletons, and we're going to try to push everything back and potentially get a Prince down with the Firecracker. So reason why we played it like that and the way it worked out is we were able to stop everything from crossing the river. So since he wasn't able to get the Musketeer or any of his tanks for the graveyard, his graveyard was significantly less effective. I'm going to try to go in for a more aggressive play here and posture with Firecracker. So if I keep my Firecracker alive, I know we dissipate any of his spam at the river. And then if he doesn't have units to spam at the river, guess what happens? Then he can't go for a graveyard because he doesn't have a tank. So we're just going to keep it up, keep up the aggro with us cycling back to a poison. Wait, the Prince! No way! 21 seconds. We got this game in the bag. I can't believe that happened. That's insane. It always makes me so happy. Like, it's like a Christmas present. I feel like a 12-year-old kid who wakes up on Christmas Eve and he's like, you know what? I can't wait to see what has happened. Christmas is honestly like the best holiday for me. I know a lot of people celebrate different holidays. What is your most nostalgic holiday as a kid? Or what's your favorite holiday right now? I'd love to know, guys. Let me know down below in the comment section. We're going to go for a tennis ball here. This guy's going to go for a bandit. We're going to see what's up. We're going to see what's happening. And it's probably going to be P.E.K.K.A as soon as we see the bandit. So what do we want to do? We want to go for a skeleton so the bandit goes right towards the skellies and then the Prince pummels it as quickly as possible. Okay, we can go for Royal Hogs because if we keep our Prince alive, we're going to be able to get so much more value. Oh my gosh, guys. The Prince just decimated an Electro Wizard, a bandit, and he doesn't have Elixir for P.E.K.K.A, so what does he do? This is why this deck is so broken, by the way. If your opponent tries to go in for an offensive play, even if it's a 3 Elixir card like Bandit, and you counter it with the Prince and then you go Royal Hogs, and you know their deck and you know that they can't punish it, they probably just lose the game. So I love doing that. It's one of my personal favorite things to do. And yeah, you punish P.E.K.K.As on the daily. 365, your opponent won't be able to deal with it.
I call it the Punisher.
So we can go for an Electro Wizard. He will be able to shut that down and maybe even activate King Tower at a later date. But I want a log so then the Firecracker stays alive and then we can go in for a Royal Hogs because the Firecracker gets pushed back. Really important to mentally conceptualize how the Firecracker is going to be displayed after it fires, right? So we knew, hey, it's going to get pushed back. So what are we going to do? We're going to go for Royal Hogs. We're going to predict it to fire off, and we know that the interaction of log plus 2 Firecracker shots finishes off the Electro. So if you know these interactions, you can make big plays and make your opponent a very sad panda. We're going to go for a Skeleton Shroud right on top of the Royal Ghost. And since he P.E.K.Ka'd, oh my gosh, wait. Dude, one of my favorite plays to do is go mini P.E.K.K.A plus Royal Hogs if your opponent doesn't have P.E.K.K.A in cycle because they can't kill the mini P.E.K.K.A. The same concept applies with the Prince. So if you're able to go for Prince plus Royal Hogs push when your opponent doesn't have P.E.K.K.A or doesn't have Elixir for P.E.K.K.A, they pretty much lose the game. You guys saw it here first. That was the first play that I showed you guys in the game, and you have to do it. If you want to assert maximum dominance, that is the wave for sure. I'm going to go for Firecracker and go pull. Then we can go for Skeletons to go and roll the Bandit away from us for a little bit of time. The Bandit is going to lock onto the tower, but then we can just subsequently follow up with the Prince and finish it all off. One of the things that you guys just saw on defense is I did not freak out. I'm not looking at this and I'm like, yo, I know that I can't defend everything at once. So I'm not going to try to pull your Bandit into my left-hand lane because I'll lose the game and I'll just get overwhelmed. What I did is I isolated. I pulled the P.E.K.K.A with a Firecracker, and then what I did was I took the damage that I needed to, Princed after, and eliminated all of his spam. So I see a lot of people try to defend everything instead of realizing, hey, I can't actually do that. I need to take what I can use and make lemonade from lemons. And that's what we did there, man. That's my number one rule. If you guys want to get better at Clash Royale, try to be more cost effective on defense and realize what you can defend and what you can't. A lot of times everyone, especially new players, will look at a game and they'll be like, I gotta defend everything and I can't take tower damage, I gotta play super safe. But there's a huge opportunity cost of that, and sometimes playing too safe means that you won't be safe at all. All right, we got a game here. We're gonna sauce out a tennis ball to get that early chip damage. Let's play tennis, brother. Let's play it together. Are you gonna eat the damage? Are you gonna be conducive here? All right, so we can go for skeletons to shut down the wall breaker, and the other wall breaker on the right probably doesn't get a hit if the firecracker shoots fast enough. I don't know. The firecracker was scaring me, guys. I didn't trust her there. Felicity, she wasn't actually going to be cutting it too close for me, right? Right, guys? Felicity never does that. Okay, we can log just to finish off the musketeers, and the prince is going to have an expedited journey towards our opponent's tower without the royal delivery. Oh, is that going towards the tower? Yes, directly on top. Wow, I thought for sure that prince was going to stop it, but it didn't. Okay, with the firecracker and the tennis ball, we should be able to stop the damage. And, oh, that prince is going to connect to our tower. Dude, why is it like this? It's just karma. I laughed at him, and you know what happens to me? The exact same thing. Ugh. Anyway, we're going to get another prince rolling. Is this what's going to happen the entire game? We're just throwing princes at each other? Their lancers are penetrating through each other's towers? What is happening? Clash Royale, is Prince an undefendable card? Like, what is going on now? Honestly, if you don't have distractions for the Prince and you're down a lot of elixir, there's really no way to effectively defend it. It's got so much hit points now. And when it gets a charge, you just cry. You're completely and utterly crestfallen, and there's nothing you can do about it. So I'm going to Royal Hogs again. And we'll see what he does. I mean, he's got Mega Knight, so we can probably just go for Skeletons and an Inferno Tower to shut it down. Not too bad. We get one Royal Hog hit for our trouble. Okay, when a Skeleton's here, so the Mega Knight jumps on that. Okay, he's going to zap. Wow. All right, we can go Prince right on top, so the Mega Knight is not going to jump anywhere else. Just going to walk back, and it's going to get finished off by the towers. And the one thing that I was a little bit concerned about was this dude going in for wall breakers, but he didn't do it. The Prince is still going to get a hit, dude. The story of this game, it just repeats itself over and over and over again. I wonder if they're ever going to fix the Prince, man. It's such a broken card. Also, Heal Spirit or Ice Spirit plus Log finishes off Wall Breaker. So if you didn't know, log the Miner and then Heal Spirit or Ice Spirit on top of the Wall Breakers if they go with Miner Wall Breakers. Because it's such a costly endeavor for them. Never is really lucrative, ever. So I want to go for a Tennis Ball so we can go and pull the Mega Knight and then we Inferno Tower after. As long as we isolate the Miner, we can log it because, oh wait, he just went for zap. He loses now. 19 seconds. You needed the full duration of Miner chip on the tower, but if you can't eliminate the Skeletons, it's all over, Yugi boy. We're sending you to the Shadow Realm. You will never recover from this. My grandpa's cards are too strong for you. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! I know I'm a little bit of a nerd, but hopefully some of you guys are on the same level as me here. Hopefully we can relate on a spiritual and emotional level to my childhood. GG and well played, brother. We'll move on to the next one, and we'll keep asserting dominance. We're going to go for Skellies in the back. We're going to see what's up. We're going to see what's happening. And this guy is not dropping anything, so we got to go for a log, get that 84 chip damage on the tower. And if you drop something in the back, we rush right in with the Royal Hogs. We turn your tower into bacon and eat it like a snack. Not the Royal Hogs turn it into bacon, unless you got Mega Knight, or you got Fireball, or you got something like that. So when we see Barb Barrel and Ice Wizard, we can eliminate that it's not going to be an Expo deck. It's going to be Graveyard, and we know that for a fact as soon as we see the Barb Barrel. But when we see Ice Wizard, it can either be Expo, or it can be Graveyard. So, oh wait, it's going to be Gold. Wow, I was wrong. I was wrong. I was 110% wrong. Usually it's going to be a Graveyard deck, though. I would say like 95% of the time, whenever you see Barb Barrel and Ice Wizard, that's what it's going to be. It's going to go for Skeleton Dragons. I think we get an Inferno Tower here. And the Skeleton Dragons die to 2 Firecracker shots, so that's OP. Dude, you're insane. You're trying to Tornado the Firecracker into that. You are going to probably kill the Firecracker with the Golden Death damage? No, not even. She's staying alive. Felicity of the Firecracker is overpowered and overwhelming our opponents. So the Dark Prince is going to go towards the Skeletons. No way. Did you guys see that? That was insane. We can log and go and push the Dark Prince into the Inferno Tower, so that we don't have to respond to it. It's going to get a Dark Prince connection, but that's it. One charge, for 2 elixir, and then it completely going to the opposite side. The little Larrys, the 500 IQ, the scouts that pushed our opponent and propelled them to make the worst decision of their lives. Oh, man. The bait was very real there. It was like hook, line, and sinker. So maybe we can just go in for another set of Firecracker. If you go Firecracker and Poison, you just need 1 Firecracker hit on top of the Skeleton Dragons, and then they die. So that's what we're aiming for here. And then we're going to go for the Inferno Tower. Yeah, so Skeleton Dragons die inside the Poison quite easily. As you guys know, if they die to Fireball, they're dying to Poison. He can go for a Lightning, but the Firecracker goes way far away, does some Matrix shenanigans, and evades all damage. Dude, it is so fun playing this deck against Golem players because they should never be able to break through. Even if they've got Dark Prince, even if they're a good player, it's so difficult for them to ever break through the Firecracker because unlike a Musketeer, unlike an Electro Wizard or any other ranged unit that you might be dropping, it perpetually gets pulled backward. So then if they go for Lightnings, your Inferno Tower is so far away here, and then your Firecracker is just moving even further back. Yeah, this guy just gave up. He rage quit and lightning my King Tower. That's when you know that your opponent probably broke their phone. I know that I say a lot of times, oh, they probably broke their phone. But this time, when you just give up in the game and you're like, you know, there's 30 seconds left and I don't even want to try, that's when I really feel bad for my opponent. That's when you know that their mental is completely and utterly crippled.